So I'm going to talk to you about Emily, and Emily runs a call center. They do inbound calls 24/7, handling all kinds of things for different businesses and their customers. Things were going great. Emily was, top of her game, high performer, had won, various awards in the community and that kind of stuff. Then all of a sudden, things kind of started going south. The economy turned, had a few bad hires. Things were starting to affect her brand. She was starting to have some customer complaints that she wasn't used to. So she sat down and started looking, and she found that she had turnover of 117%, and obviously a little too high for what she was doing, and that created a bunch of other problems. So she got with her management team, and just like every other good management team, what'd they do? They stepped in. They stopped what they were doing, went over and made sure that they had things shored up so that they could keep it stable, so they could keep the things going. So obviously that turned into the biggest problem that she had, which was keeping that call center filled, keeping people in seats so that she could take care of her business, because that was the business, was answering those phones. So she sat down and decided, okay, I got to get something done. What is that? A hiring frenzy. We've all had those, right? We're going to post it on Monster, LinkedIn, Twitter, tell everybody we know, put it in the newspaper, whatever it is. We're going to get people in here and get this fixed. And you know what? It worked. They had an incredible amount of people got hired very, very quickly. So much that they were onboarding about 5 people a day. And for a company of her size, that was pretty considerable to take on 5 new people every single day. Well, the results were good at first. Got the people in, people were in seats, warm bodies, everything's good, kind of start stepping back. But then she started noticing, hey, there's a lot more people still going out the door. So she was losing a considerable amount of the people she had just hired. And this is weeks after she'd just spent time onboarding them, showing them the process and procedures, spending that time with them, getting them all their paperwork done. We know how hard that is to get someone just brought into our systems now. So all of that lost. Got to start again. So, she was kind of at her wit's end, but, she's a smart gal and sit down and figured, what is it that I can do? So she decided to reach out for some help. She got a hold of one of our partners, and what they did was they sat down and showed her this process that we're going to talk about today. Just simply, some of those results turned out being some of these things right here. Wound up reducing her turnover, being more productive, cut her overtime costs and her training costs, which were huge for her. Employee satisfaction and her management satisfaction increased. And then she had that trust of her team, that the team, her workforce and her managers had that knowing that she was going to be able to solve problems in the future. So it was huge for them. And then ultimately taking care of those customers was the ultimate goal.